again, week 14. Woohoo! Let's get to it. All right, here we go. Cross your arms. Big breath in. And exhale. Once again, another big breath. And exhale. And one more big breath. Fill your lungs. Nice fresh air and exhale. Let all the stress tension from your body. And shake it out as all it is. Get the blood flowing. Ground your feet, take it to a bounce. Turn your feet out slightly, bend your knees, and just take your arms and circle them around you, offering a little massage for your sides as they beat. Good. And again. And back to center, cross your arms, another big breath, inhale. This time, interlace your fingers, go ahead and tuck your tailbone under, round through your spine. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And inhale, lift all the way up, release. Interlace your fingers behind you and sink down. Press your shoulders down, lift your arms up. Feel the stretch across your chest if you need to adjust to whatever you need to. Good. And then go ahead and separate your feet a little wider. Bend through your knees, hands on your thighs. Drop your left shoulder down, get a little spinal twist. I'm going to squeeze your glutes to keep your knees open wide. Feel the inner thigh stretch as well. And other side, right shoulder down. And to center. Round up and arch down. And round up and arch down. Warming up the spine all the way up to standing. Here we go. Inhale. Keep your chest lifted, bend your elbows. And take it down. And inhale, lift all the way up. This time we're going to bend your knees. So bend your knees down here. Keep your chest lifted. Pinch your shoulder blades together and inhale up. As you bend your knees, you want to squeeze your glutes. Okay, knees open wide. Hold here. Take your shoulder blades and just pinch them together. Warming those round wide. Shoulders stay down, away from your ears. As always, you want to separate your fingers. So spread them apart. Okay, see if you can sink your hips down a little lower. For 3 and 2 and 1. Rise all the way up. Right arm down, left arm reaches overhead. Get a side stretch. You want to keep your knees soft. Try not to lock them out. Reach a little further. And other side. Reach over to the left side. Stretching. Feeling that release. We got a few more inches here. And back to center here. Good. Go ahead and shake out your legs. Good. Place your left foot on the ground. Go ahead and take your right leg and just circle around. Opening up to that hip area. Good. And again. Then let's reverse the direction. So around. Challenging our balance a little bit early on, and one more other side. So left leg around and around. Open up to that hip. One more. And then go in the opposite direction. Around. Good. And around. And around. Hold. Here, take your left foot and go ahead and circle and opposite direction. Good. And one more time. Circle and reverse. Last time. Good. Send that left foot back behind. Press that heel back. So feel the stretch in the calf. And then tuck the tailbone under and feel a light stretch here in the hip flexor on the left side. If you feel ready, you can take your left arm, reach it back behind at an angle, still tucking that tailbone under, feeling that stretch all along the front of that left hip. And back to center, left foot on the ground, take your right foot, left leg lift up, take your right foot and circle it around. Good, and reverse. Good, and then send that leg back behind, press that heel down. Feel the stretch in that calf. Then tuck the tailbone under here. Stretch across the front of that right hip. If you want to. Right arm reaches back behind at a diagonal. And breathe. Good. And shake it out. Good. I want you to take your feet. Nice wide stance here. Turn your toes out. Okay, so you're going to take it down to a squat here. You want to keep your torso nice and upright. And sink down a little lower and just hold here, okay, settling here, and take it down a little further. Nice. And just one more inch, I'm just going to hold, hang out here. Take your shoulders and circle them around. So warming the legs as we stretch, warm up the upper body, and let's go in the opposite direction, shoulder circles. Good. And around. And around. Press both shoulders down, head to the right shoulder, palm of the left hand presses out to the side. Still keeping the hips at the same level, squeezing those glutes. Feeling the warmth of the legs. And then let's go around to the opposite shoulder. Palm of the right hand presses out here, dropping that shoulder nice and low. Holding here, the warmth in your legs, building. Good. And center hips stay at the same level. Take your arms, reach overhead, and bring them back down. Big breath in, and exhale. And one more time, inhale. And exhale, and release. Place your feet in parallel, about hip distance apart. So we're gonna check our squats. Okay, so the outer edges of your feet are parallel with each other. Take a breath, inhale, and exhale, squat. Knees track above your feet, weight in your heels. Okay, spine is in neutral. And inhale up, big breath, and exhale, take it down. Good. And inhale up, and exhale, down, sinking down, maybe a little lower. Okay, you're gonna go for 2 more, inhale. Just make sure, be mindful of your knees, make sure they're right over your feet, weight in your heels, and inhale, big breath, and one more time, taking it down. You're gonna warm the calves a little bit more. Take it onto your toes, lift up here, lower your heels down, and up, 2 more, down, and lift, 1 more, down, and lift, and hold here. Now we're gonna prance. So you're gonna take our right heel down, bend through that left knee, and switch, and switch, and switch. Think about rolling through the sole of that foot, and switch, good, and switch, and switch, and switch. 2 more. Now we're gonna hold it onto our toes here, balancing, 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 nice and high through those heels. Hold for 3 and 2. Good job, 1, and settle down. Shaking it out. Good. Okay. We're gonna take it back into that wide stance. Okay, so back here, knees are turned out slightly, torso nice and upright. Take a breath, inhale, and exhale, sink down into that squat, holding here. Good. Okay, and a little lower. Okay, so feeling a little more warmth in the legs. Now I want you to take your hands, place it to the back of your upper thighs. Okay, now with your hands, you're going to press forward as you take your legs, squeeze your glutes, and press back. Okay, so get that contraction through the gluteus. In fact, if you poke your seat, you should feel it contracted and hard. Okay, so pressing hands forward, shoulders down, press your legs out, and hold, and hold. So you want to feel that contraction, the warmth starting to build in your glutes. Okay, if you can, sink down a little lower, so pressing forward with your hands, out with your legs, and hold, and hold. Okay, so you're working your upper body too as you press with your hands, building lots of warmth. Spine is in neutral, nice and upright. Maybe sinking your hips down a little bit lower, pressing in with your hands, out with your legs, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Good. And a little lower, last increment, I promise. Holding here. Good. For 3 and 2 and 1, and rise all the way up. Now take your right hand, reach down to the mat and up. Okay, nice wide stance. You can hinge a little bit through your upper body and up. Okay, so warming, and take it down and press up. Okay, don't worry if you don't touch the mat all the way. Okay, go as far as your body will allow, your own mobility. Okay, down and lift. Good. And down and lift. Still squeezing the glutes though. You want to keep those knees wide. Down and lift. Good. And down and lift. Okay, now we're going to hold that lift. Take your arm up above. Okay, now we're going to take it to the squat with our arm lifted. Okay, now we're going to change it up a little bit. I'm scooting back so you can see me. Okay, so here we're going to go. This is what we're going to do. As we take the squat, we're going to reach that right arm at a diagonal, that behind. So we get a little rotation through our upper body. Reach. You want to feel in your obliques. Okay, squat, reach, and up. Reach at a diagonal to the back. Rotate, and up. So feeling your obliques. And here, and left. Now take that squat a little lower. And you want to feel that challenge. And here go. Rotate, and up. A little bit more. Rotate, squeeze, and left. Make it challenging, so take it to your own personal edge. Okay, so here we go. Rotate, and up. Counting down, 6 more. 5 more. Keep going, looking good. Woo. Got 3 more. Rotate. And up. Last 2. Draw that right shoulder back. Keep your hips pointing to the front. Last 2. Here we go. And up. Other side. One here. And here. Now other side. Take your left arm. Reach down toward the mat. And reach up. Okay, so just like we started on the other side. Reach down. And lift. Good. Squeeze those glutes. Knees open wide. Yes. Down. And reach up. And down. And reach up. Good. And down. And reach up. And down. Reach up and hold. Hold here. Okay, so we're going to take it to that squat. Down. And lift. Now as we take it to that squat, we're going to add that rotation. So rotate to the left and up. Rotate and up. Good. Draw that left shoulder back, but keeping the hips pointing to the front of the room. Good. Rotate and up. Now make it a little more aggressive. Take those squats a little deeper. Down and up. Get those obliques. Rotate and up. Good. Rotate and up. Looking good. Woo! And up. And rotate. Draw that left shoulder. So you really want to feel it in those obliques. So feeling it in those legs as you squat. And up. How about 5 more? Rotate. And up. 4 more. You got it. Woo! 3 more. Rotate. And up. Last 2. Rotate. And up. Last 1. Rotate. And up. Now settle down into that squat once again. Okay? So a little deeper this time. Hands to the back of your thighs. Shoulders down. Press forward with your hands. Out with your legs. And sink your hips down a little lower. So keep that tension. Press with your hands. Out with your legs. Get those glutes to fire even harder. Holding here. Hips down a little lower. Shoulders down. Good. Holding it here. Okay? So we're going to keep our hands there for another 5 counts, but keep that squat. 4 and 3. Good job. 2. And when keep your hips low, now take your hands to heart center. Press your hands together. Shoulders drop down. And you're going to hold it here. Hips stay low. And just going to hold it here. And hold it here. If you can get your hips down a little lower, maybe in line with your knees, that's good too. So do what you can. Pressing your hands together, shoulders down. Shoulders down. So feel the power in your upper body as you hold. Hey, just hold here, upright through your torso. Holding here, maybe sinking those hips down a little lower, especially if you're starting to rise. Good. I'll give you an end point. Here we go. 20 and 19 and 18. Good. And 16 and 15 and 14 and 13, 12, 11, 10. Now single digits. 9 and 8. Hips low. 7 and 6 and 5. Press. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1 and 0. And go ahead and lift all the way up. Woo! And release. And bring your legs together. Back of the mat. Lift your arms, reach up. And swan dive down. So lengthen your spine as you take it down in a neutral spine. All the way down and just hang here. You can heel toe through your feet. Pedal, pedal, pedal. Stretch the backs of the legs. And then just allow your upper body to dangle down. Feel the stretch in your spine. If you want to, you can place your hands to your opposite elbows and hang down a little bit further. Now, you're going to take your right elbow, inhale, reach to the right, and back to center, and left elbow to the left, and center. Now you can modify this rotating without your arms, and other side. Okay, and again, inhale, and center, other side, reach, and back. Lower it down, feel the dangle, bend your knees, and then go ahead and walk your hands out. Take it to a nice strong plank. Okay, so always check our form here. Your shoulders are on top of your wrists. Your hands are spread out wide. Back of the neck long, shoulder blades apart, belly pulled in. So never let your lower back sag. Okay, so here. Nice and supported, squeeze your glutes. Okay, just hold here. Shoulders nice and depressed here. And you can drop to your knees, shoulders away from the ears still. Okay, just hold here. This is the modification to the plank on our toes. And then push forward, and then back to that downward facing dog. Pedaling through your feet, stretching to the backs of your legs. And then go ahead and take it into a quadruped. Okay, so your hands are under your shoulders, knees under your hips. So hold here. Now take your right knee, bring it into your chest here. And then go ahead and take that right leg and kick back behind so you engage that glute. Okay, so in toward that chest, run into that thoracic spine, and then kick that leg back. Okay, try and keep your hips level. Try not to arch your lower back. Okay, the bend is at the hip, so your spine stays in neutral. And then here, in, and then kick that leg back, here, and then in, and then kick that leg back here, hold here, okay? Now we're gonna lower down and pulse up. Now I want you to think about targeting that glute. So down and lift up, straight back, down and lift up, okay? So down and lift, and down, and lift. Good, down, and lift, and down. So try and press that foot to the ceiling, down, and lift. One more, down, and lift. Now take that leg straight. Okay, hips are level for this. You're gonna lower down and bring that leg back up to horizontal, down, and lift, okay? Down, and lift horizontal. Again, thinking about engaging that right butt cheek. Okay, so really feel that squeeze in that right gluteal. Down and lift. Good. Down. So toes are pointing down, down, and lift. Good. Down and lift. Two more. Down and lift. Last one. Down and lift. Hold that leg. Now you're going to take that right leg and externally rotate it. So knee turns out, keeping your hips level though. So it's a slight external rotation. Now from here, you're going to take that leg and lift, and lift, and lift, and lift. So feel it, the contraction in your gluteal as you do this. Lift, and lift, and lift, and lift, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Okay, now you're going to take that right and you're going to bend, bring it over to the side, okay, and then draw a circle with that knee. So you're just rotating to that hip socket, and around, and around. Good. And let's go around. Let's go in the opposite direction. So really opening up to that hip, circling that knee around, around. 2 more times, around. 1 more time. So staying solid in your upper body here. Lower down, right next to that left knee. Then lift to the side. So our fire hydrant. Lower down and lift directly to the side. Each time feeling that glute engage here. Squeeze and lower down. Good. And lift. Good. Down and lift. Upper body still working to stabilize. Hey, up and down. And lift. Good. Each time finding that squeeze and down and lift. Of course, we're going to go a step further. Okay. So we're going to hold that lift. Hold the lift here. Holding that knee up in the air. And as much as you can, extend that right leg straight and hold it. So the leg is out to the side, straight out to the side here. Okay. Now, I'm going to take it to a little pulse and pulse. So do what you can. If the pulses are too much, if you just want to hold that leg suspended in the air, that's fine. So holding here and up. And up, and up. Good. 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Lower that right leg down. I'm turning slightly so you can see me. I'm going to lift all the way up. Inhale, big breath. I'm going to add in a little stretch here. Right arm down, over that right leg. Take your left arm overhead. Feel the stretch in that left side. Okay, take a breath. Inhale. Now you're going to take that right leg. You're going to pull it forward in line with the mat. Okay. Then you're going to walk it forward and then drop that hip down. So get a little hip flexor stretch here. Okay, so on the left side here. And then release here. And then take it into that hip flexor stretch. Now if you need to pause a little bit and add a little padding under that left knee, go for it. And up. And back down. Okay, this time when you lift up, we're going to lift the right toes. And we're going to fold over that right leg. So get a hamstring stretch while we're here. Okay, so just holding, breathing. For 3, and 2, and 1, and lift up. We're going to place that right foot back down. Okay, now we're going to tuck the left toes under. Okay, so here. And then we're going to take that left knee and we're going to rise up. Okay, try and keep it as close to the mat as you can. If you need to lift a little higher, understood, I understand. Or hold it nice and low. You want to try and keep that right ankle under that right knee. Hold here. Okay, now if you want to add on some more, take your arms and lift and take it to a little pulse and pulse. So really tuck that tailbone under so that you don't compress that lower back. If you're doing the pulses, let's go for 4 and 3 and 2 and hold it low. Now you're going to take that left leg and extend so that you get an even bigger stretch through that hip flexor. Holding here. Then place your hands down beside that right foot. Then you're going to take that right leg and kick nice and high. So feel a nice stretch in this 3-legged dog. Drop that left heel down, okay? Now, from here, we're going to take it to a plank, 1-legged plank. So maybe this is as far as you can go today, that's fine. If you want to take it all the way so that you're in full plank, that's fine, lowering that right leg down. And then lift up. Now we're going to take that right leg to the side. So to the side as we lower down, okay? So here, woo. And then back up, kicking. And then that right leg in line with the mat. So go as far down as you feel comfortable. And then back up. And right leg over to the side. Here. Nice and strong. Finding that little pause. And then back up. And in line with the mat. Squeeze that right gluteal. Okay. Once you really feel that contraction, squeeze that right butt cheek over to the side. Woo! Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then back up. And back in line with the mat here. Woo! And then back, right leg over to the side. Feel that squeeze. How about 2 more sets? Kick it back and back. In line with the mat here. Squeezing that right butt cheek and back up and over to the right. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze that gluteal. Woo! And then back up. One more set. Here we go. Nice and strong. Find an extra pause here. Nice and strong. Upper body working hard. Slight bend in your elbows. Good. And back up. Over to the side. That leg out to the side. The rest of your body is in line with the mat. Pause, 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 pause. And then kick back up. Woo! And then go ahead and lower back down into that quadruped. We're going to go right into the other side. So hands under your shoulders. Left knee into your chest, round to that, through that thoracic spine. And then press that leg back behind. Okay, kicking up to the ceiling. And up. Round, round, round. Feel that stretch. And press that right foot to the ceiling. And then round, 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 round. And press up to the ceiling. Good. And round, round, round here. And press up. Think about your upper body staying strong. Okay, always staying strong. Try not to collapse. And then back up. The bend is at your hip. Watch that lower back. And press up and hold. Hold here and lower down. And press. And press. And press. Think about engaging that gluteal. And press. And press. Nice work. Good. For 8 and 7 and 6 and 5. Go 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Extend that leg straight. Okay. Feel the contraction all along that left leg. Lower down slightly and press up. Down. And up. Again, the bend is at the hip. And not the lower back. Lower back stays in neutral. Belly pulls in toward your spine. Good. Down and lift. Down and lift. 3 more. Down and lift. Last 2. Down and lift. Last 1. Hold that lift. Now externally rotate that right leg. Okay, so the knee is out to the, that left leg. Knee is out to the left side. From here, lift and lift and lift. Squeeze through that gluteal and lift. Woo! Nice. Nice and strong. Feel your upper body, belly is in. Nice. For 8 and 7 and 6 and 5. Go. 4, 3 and 2 and 1. Bring that knee over to the side here. Then draw that circle with that knee. Releasing through that hip. Good. And around again. And let's go in the opposite direction. Circling around. Woo! And around. 2 more times. Up. 1 more time. Bring it over, down against that right leg and lift to that fire hydrant and down. Try and bring that foot the same height as the knee. Okay, bring it up there. Good. And down. And squeeze. And down. And squeeze. And down. Let's go again. Up. And down. Whew. How about 3.5 more? Go. Up. And down. Strong through your upper body. 1.5 more. Go. Up. And down. Here's your half. Hold it here, okay? So as much as you can, take that left leg and start to straighten. Maybe it's here for today. That's A-okay. Or out to the side and hold. Woo! Try not to shift too much to the right. And take that left leg and lift. And lift. Good. Lift. And lift. Go. 8 and 7, 6 and 5, 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Lower that left leg down. Rise up. Again, if you need to pause and place a little padding under that right knee. Fine. Inhale. Over to the left side. Reach, reach, reach. Feel that side stretch. Breathe. And come on up. You're going to swing that leg out in front here. Scoot it out a little bit. Sink it down for the stretch in that hip flexor on the right side. And take it back. And hip flexor stretch. Watch that lower back. Try not to compress. And back down. And up. 1 more time. Taking it down. Feel that stretch. And lift up. This time you're going to take your left toes and lift up. And fold over. Try and keep your spine in neutral. Okay, so here. Or if you find that this is as far as you want to go today. Okay, so just find that stretch the back of that left leg. Hamstring, calves. Okay, make sure that left knee is not locked out. Good, good. And then rise all the way up and scoot that left foot in a little bit. Okay, so you can keep it here if you want to, or take your right toes, tuck them under, lift your right knee up off the mat. Okay, just hover in there. Spine stays in neutral. Okay, feel the stretch through the sole of that right foot. Right knee nice and low. If you want to progress even more, take your arms overhead and take it to a pulse. And pulse. And pulse. Keep that tailbone tucked under. Good. Pulse. And pulse. And pulse. And pulse. Let's go for 10. And 9. And 8. And 7. And 6. And 5. Go for 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Hold down. You're going to straighten that right knee. Here, feel that stretch in the hip flexor intensify. Place your hands down. Take your left leg, kick nice and high to the ceiling. Stretch the back of that right leg. And then lower that right heel down onto the mat. Press, press, press. Stretching all along the back of that right leg. Okay, now I'm going to take it to our one-legged planks. Okay, so again, if you want to just go a little bit, fine. If you want to take it all the way into that full plank or somewhere in between probably. Okay, hold here. Squeeze that left gluteal, that left butt cheek, and back up. Okay, so that was in line with the mat. Now take that left leg out to the side. Squeeze that left butt cheek. Hold. Good. And back behind. In line with the mat. Take it into that plank. Squeezing, squeezing that left leg. Hold. Good. And then back up. Over to the side. Pull it to the side. The rest of your body in line with the mat. Good. And back behind. And in line with the mat here. Woo. Squeeze that left leg and up. And over to the side. Still engaged. Strong in the upper body. Good. And then back. In line with the mat. Here we go. Woo. And then back up. Over to the side. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Woo. Good. And back. How about 3 more sets? Let's go. Here. Squeeze. Pause. And then back up. Over to the side. Shoulders away from the ears. Shoulder blades apart. And then back. Again. Breathe. And then back up. Over to the side. Contract, contract, contract. Strong, strong, strong. Hands are spread out wide. And then back in line with the mat. Finishing off last set. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. A little longer pause here. Squeeze, squeeze. And then back up. And over to the side. Here we go. Woo. And pause. Good. You got it. And back up. Woo. And then lower back down. Onto your knees. Take it into child's pose, sitting back. On your heels, forehead on the mat. Catching your breath. Okay, then you're going to lift up, take your knees, and scoot them out toward the outer edges of the mat. Okay, feet go with it. And then settle your torso between your knees. Another child's pose here. Okay. Now we're going to transition right into some upper body work. So from here, we're going to push forward into a plank. Okay, so here, if you want to modify, or all the way down, you want to keep your hands below your shoulders or slightly behind. Okay, and then back into that child's pose, sitting back. And then back into that plank on your knees. Okay, here's where the upper body comes in. So back here, into that plank, and then you're going to take it down into a push-up, and then back up. Okay, you want to try it as much as possible to keep your elbows above your wrists. So if you need to scoot your hands toward you here, and lower it down, and then back up. Good. And child's pose. Into that plank. And tricep push-up. And up. And of course, you can keep it here if you want to, or if you want to go for another progression, here's what you're going to do. So instead of keeping your knees on the mat, you let them hover here. And then you take it into a full plank and push up down. And lift up. And hover here, pressing back. And full plank. And down, elbows close to your sides. And push up. Okay, so you choose your variation. You want to always work at your own personal edge. Feel a little uncomfortable, okay, but not where you're feeling like you're having to compromise your form. Okay, so back into that plank on your knees or your toes, elbows in close. Tricep push up. And back. Excellent work. And back into that plank and push up. Nice strength work here. And back to that stretch, reaching, 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 and up, and lower down. I know, feels like it's going on forever. How about 5 more? Up. So work it hard. Down, and up, and back. You got 4 more to go fast, so make them count. Here we go. Woo! And up. Last 3. And up. And tricep push up, down, and up. Only 2 more, so make it your very best. You got it. You can do it. Down and up. 1 more time. Back. Woo! And up. Push up. Strong, 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 strong. Down and press and back and take it into a child's pose for real. Forward on the mat. Place your arms down by your side. Flip your feet flat. Catch your breath. Breathe in through your back. Feel your thoracic spine expand. Feel the strength through the stretch through those intercostal muscles, the muscles that connect your ribs, and back down. And one more big breath. Whew, nice work. Go ahead and walk your hands out. Place your belly onto the mat. Okay. Arms down by your side. We're going to go right into some back work. Okay, so first, pull your belly in nice and strong. So always secure that so that you protect your lower back. Upper body lifts up. Okay, you can always place your hands down if you want to for support. Squeeze through your glutes and hamstrings, lift your legs up. Okay, point to your toes here, or lift and hold. Okay, the back of the neck is long. Fingertips reach to your toes if your arms are lifted. Squeeze through those gluteals, point your toes, straighten the knees, and hold. Okay, so nice simple back extension. Just hold, breathe, and hold. Belly still locked in place, supporting that lower back. So always check in with that lower back. If you feel any pain, back off. Okay, so take a rest or do it with support. Okay, so always be mindful of that lower back and just hold. Good, and hold. And 3, and 2, and 1. Lower back down. Okay, so you're gonna take a little bit of a break here. Take a breath. Inhale. You're gonna go back into that back extension with the legs. Okay, so here. Now you can do this with support. You can like so, or lift your arms up, okay? Or take your arms out to the side, or if you feel ready, take your arms out in front for Superman, okay? We're gonna take it into swinging. So wherever you're at, flutter kick your legs. If your arms are extended, you can flutter kick your arms, okay? So a nice vigorous pace to start. For 3, and 2, and 1. Now I'm gonna slow it down. So left leg lifts or left leg and right arm. Right leg lifts. If your left arm is extended, your left arm, and switch. So nice and slow. Okay, slow scissoring of the legs or scissoring of the arms and legs. Nice and slow. Keep your belly pulled in. Now get ready. Other side. Now fast, 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 fast. Okay, so back to where we started. Good. For 3, and 2, and 1. Slow it down. Left leg or left and right arm, and switch. Hold. And switch. Keep that belly pulled in. Woo! And switch. And switch. And switch. Last time. Flutter, flutter, flutter. Nice and fast. Woo! Keep that belly in. Hold. For 3, and 2, and 1. Lower down. Turn your head so rest one cheek on the mat. Resting it out here. Place your hands under your shoulders. Let's take a little bit of a break. So back into quadruped. Inhale, cat stretch. And exhale, belly down cow. So just mobilizing the spine here. And then back down. Good. And round hold here. Wiggle, 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 whatever you need. And then send that seat back. So you want to feel that stretch in that lower back. And then back so your shoulders are on top of your wrist and belly drops down. Good. And then go ahead and place your belly back on the mat. Okay, so we're going to resume. This time we're going to take our knees to the outer edges of the mat. You're going to place our heels together. Now I want you to think about pressing those heels together nice and strongly. Okay, so feel those glutes engage once again. Inner thighs, everything. Okay, so your knees are wide, pressing your heels together and just holding there. Okay, you're going to fold your hands, your arms, place your forehead to the back of your hands. Okay, just settle down here. Still pressing your heels together though. Okay, so press, 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 press. Belly pulls in toward that spine. Lock it in place there. Support that lower back. And just hold, and hold, and hold, and hold. Press those heels, press those heels. Okay, now I'm gonna show you a progression, but only if you can support that lower back. Okay, so check in with that lower back. If it's okay, if it feels supported, then you can carry on. But if you feel any sort of strain or pain, back off. Okay, so here's the progression if you feel like you can do it with proper form. Okay, so with your heels pressing together, you're going to squeeze those glutes a little bit more and think about or lift your thighs up off of the mat and back down and then back down. So remember, keep the pressure against your heels. Have that continue. And if you feel like your lower back is supported, then you can add the lift of your quads up off the mat. Squeeze those glutes and back down. If you're doing the lift, we're just going to do 3 more. And then back down. 2 more. So press. And then back down. Last. And 1 more. Pressing up And then you're just gonna hold. So our thighs are on the mat wherever you were. And just go ahead and press those heels together super strongly. So press, press, press. You're gonna feel those hamstrings engage even more. Glutes are strong, so if you press your behind, you should feel the contraction and the hardness there. So press, 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 press. Okay, so you wanna press so hard that you feel a little shake start to set in. And press, and press, and press, and press. Let's go for 8 and 7. Go 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Now lighten up that pressure, but keep your heels together. Place your hands to the outer edges of the mat. We're going to throw in some chest work. So elbows are out to the side. Okay, so heels are together. We're going to press up and then back down and up and back down. Now if you want to modify, you can add a bend in your hip and work it here. Okay, so you choose. And press up and down. So still pressing those heels together. Woo, and up. Try to keep your shoulder blades apart and up. Elbows out to the side and up. Easy. Woo, and down. Let's go up and down. Pressing those heels together and down. Good job. So give me a number. Okay, I heard 20. Here we go. 20. Woo, and 19. Press those heels. And 18, you can do it. 17, let's go. And 16, woo. And 15, press those heels. And 14, belly is in. And 13, you got 12. 11 more, down. And lift, 10 more, down. And lift, 9 more, stay strong. 8 more, they'll go fast. 6 more, woo. 5 more, good. Only 4 more, I told you, down. And lift, last 3, hang in there. Come on, 2 more, go for it. And press, last one, down, and lift, and we did it. Good, and walk back. Take it into another child's pose, forward on the mat, arms down by the sides. Breathe. And lift all the way up, okay? Take your right arm, bring it across, pull it in with your left. Good. Left arm in front, pull it in with your right. And take that right arm overhead, massage the tricep as you press it back. And other side, massage that tricep on the left side, press that arm back. And settle back down. Rotate through your shoulders. And other side, interlace your fingers behind and press back. Lift your arms up, feel the stretch across the chest. A lot of pep work. Good. Excellent. And release. Okay, let's rise up. Into standing. Come to the middle of your mat. I want you to take your legs and glue them together. So fire those inner thigh muscles. Okay, take your arms up. And then we're just going to take it into chair, okay, or thunderbolt. Squeezing those legs together, sinking those hips down. Keeping your spine in neutral. Okay, just hold here. So pressing those legs together. Okay. Now you're going to take your hands and you're just going to rotate them like so. Rotate around. And other side, so a little bit of a stretch for your wrist. And then you're going to just take your hands and you're going to flex them. So pull your fingertips toward you and just hold your hands in that position, okay? So feel the stretch in your forearms as you hold. So keeping your hands turned out like so as you reach. And then take your heels and then lift them up off the mat. So hold here, still squeezing those legs together. Just hold here. See if you can take your hips and drop them down a little bit lower. So your heels are lifted up off the mat. Squeezing those legs together. You're stretching your forearms here and just hold here. Okay, so pretty powerful. Now you can hold it here statically or take your hips and just bob them up and down and up and down. Squeezing those legs together, heels up off the mat. Now if you want to modify and lower those heels down, that's perfectly fine. So you're just pulsing and 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 pulsing. Let's go for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Now if you want to, lower your heels onto the mat, but if you can, keep your heels lifted and you're just going to fold over your legs and take it into a forward fold. Okay, so here with your heels lifted or on the mat, or if you need to keep your knees bent, that's fine. So you're just folding over, holding here. Find and stretch the backs of your legs. Okay, some balance work, working those ankles. and just hold. Let your upper body dangle. So feel the stretch in your spine, okay? And just hold for 2 more breaths. And 1 more. Then you're gonna walk your toes out to the side. So a dancer's turnout as you fold over. Remember, if you need to keep your knees bent, that's fine. Okay, so here. Okay, so here. Heels lifted or on the mat if you want to modify. Now here's what we're going to do. We're going to do deep squats. So we're going to bend through our knees. Let your knees track above your feet as you send your seat down. Okay, so here. Now, again, if you just want to bend a little bit, and then you're going to take it back up as far as you can. Maybe your knees don't straighten all the way. Maybe they do. And then take it back down and press up. So again, those glutes. I want you to really think about squeezing those glutes. Hey, another way to modify is to place some blocks under your hands or some books under your hands. So if you want to pause and set yourself up for that, that's fine. So the beauty of online classes, you can pause anytime and back down. And squeeze through those butt cheeks. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Remember, you don't need to straighten your knees. And then back up. And sink the seat down. And then press back up. And down. And up. So these workouts can be really challenging. So always, always, always work at your own pace. Modify, choose the modifications if you need to. Pause if you need to, take breaks. Or sit out of exercises if you need to. Hey, join back in when you can. And back up. Woo! And down. And then back up. And let's go for 2 more. Down. And press back up. And last one. Sink it down. And squeeze. Back up. Now, take your heels, separate them so your feet are parallel. Okay? Again, you can bend your knees if you need to. Lower your heels down onto the mat and just sink down. Feel a nice stretch to the backs of your legs. So maybe it's here, maybe it's lifted, maybe it's with your knees bent. Okay? And just hang out, shifting side to side. Then bend your knees and lift up through your spine. Take it all the way to standing. Okay? We're going to do one-legged balance work. So right foot on the mat. Okay? Left leg behind. Place your hands on that right thigh. Okay? The upper right thigh by that hip. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to keep your hands on that thigh. Slight bend that right knee, and then you're going to start to slide the hands down along that thigh, past the knee, as you lift that back leg up. Okay, try not to press too much on that knee, and then back up. Okay, and slide. Try and keep your hips level, and then back up. Okay, and slide, and back up. Okay, so now if you want to take it even further, you can take that left leg and lift somewhere toward horizontal. And then back up. So sliding your hands down along that right leg, not pressing too hard. Just keeping that contact. Keep your shoulders away from your ears. And then back up. And slide. That right ankle working strongly to help you with balance. And slide. And don't worry if you fall out of it, just step right back in. And slide. And then back. This time we're going to hold that lift. So again, maybe it's here, maybe it's even further down. Hey, now you're going to take that left leg and you're going to draw a circle back behind. So you're challenging your balance a little bit. And around. And around. Let's go the opposite direction. Circle around and around and around and around and come back up. Let's go to the other side. So left foot planted, right leg back behind. Hands up the top of that thigh on the left side. Okay, here. And then we're just going to slide as we lift that right leg back. And then up. Okay, so remember, just go a little bit with that right leg. Feel that left ankle working hard. And then back up if you want to take it a little deeper. Go ahead and lift that right leg up a little higher, maybe 2 horizontal. Somewhere in between, and back up, sliding your hands along that thigh. Slide. And then back up. Good. There we go. Slide. Woo. And then back up. How about 2.5 more? Let's go. Slide. And then back up. 1.5 more. Let's go. So slide. Woo. And then here's here's your half, and we're gonna do the circling of that right leg. Slide and hold, take that right leg and circle, and circle, and circle, and circle. Let's go in the opposite direction. Circle and circle, hang in there. 2 more, and last one. And bring that leg back up and shake it out. Good. Take it to the front of your mat. Go ahead and take a deep breath. Inhale. Then exhale, swan that down. So lengthen your spine as you take it down. Inhale, lift up to your chest. Exhale, forward fold. Okay. Walk your feet back behind. Take it into a downward facing dog. So press through your hands, lengthen through your spine. Feel that stretch through your spine, back through your legs. Then press forward into a plank. Okay, so nice and strong, shoulders away from the ears. Lower down, elbows close to your sides. Inhale, cobra. Here, or upward facing dog if you want. And exhale, downward facing dog, press back. Press through your hands. And then go ahead one more time. Inhale, top of a push-up. Exhale, lower down, elbows close to your sides. You can do this on your knees. Inhale, cobra, or upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog, press back. Then walk your hands in a little closer to your feet. Okay, then kick that left leg nice and high. So standing split here. Okay, so press, press, press. Stretch to the back of that right leg. Okay, if you want, you can wrap your left hand around that left ankle and draw your chest in a little bit more. If you want, you can wrap both hands around that ankle, balancing here. Okay, if you want. And just hold for 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. If your hands are lifted, place them back onto the mat. Take your left foot, and then you're gonna cross behind that right leg as you dip down. Okay? And then press back up. So we're alternating. Take it down, and then press back up. Don't worry if that right knee doesn't go all the way straight. Okay, so do what you can, and lower down, and press back up, and lower down, and then press back up. And let's go for 2 more, lower down. So crossing behind that right leg. And then back up. Squeeze that right gluteus. One more time, taking it down. And pressing back up. This time we're going to lower down. Okay? Cross that left leg as far over to the right as possible. Settle down. If you need to adjust manually, that's fine. And settle in happy cow. So your knees are above each other as much as you can get them. Your feet are out to the side. Then settle your weight between each hip bone. You want to feel the stretch in that right gluteal. Okay, so here, sitting nice and tall. Squeezing those legs together. Try and get those knees as much as you can vertically aligned. If you want to add a twist, you can place your left hand to the outside of your right thigh. Sitting up nice and tall, take it to a little twist. And come out of it. Okay. You can place your hands onto the mat and cross your legs. Whatever you need to do. Roll up through your spine, taking it all the way up. Walk to the front of your mat. Once again, inhale, big breath. Exhale, forward fold, lengthen through your spine. Inhale, monkey lift through your chest. And exhale. This time you can either walk or hop your feet back behind. And if you want to, go right into the bottom of a push-up. Inhale, cobra. You can do this on your knees. And up, forward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog, press back. And settle into the stretch, backs of the legs, spine. And breathe. Okay. Now your hands, walk them in a little closer to your feet. Now take your right leg up to the ceiling. Okay, so find that standing split. And walk your hands in a little closer if you need to for leverage. Feel the stretch to the back of the left leg. Okay, just like the other side, if you want to, you can wrap your left hand around that ankle. And if you want that right hand around that left ankle. Okay, so do what you feel comfortable with today. Kicking that right leg nice and high. If your left knee is bent, that's perfectly fine. Okay, so do what you can. And just hold through that stretch. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Breathe. Okay, here we go. Take that right leg, cross it back behind the left. Here, lower down as you bend both knees. And then kick back up. Each time finding that stretch. And then lower back down, sinking, sinking, sinking. Squeeze that left glute as you press back up. Press, 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 press. And again, lower down. Woo. And then press back up. Again, if you don't straighten that left knee all the way, that's a-okay. Lower down. And kick. And down. And kick. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And back down. Woo! And kick up. 3 more times. Let's go. Down and up. 2 more. Taking it down. Squeeze. And up. Last one. Take it down. And kick that right leg nice and high, 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 high. Then bring that right knee over to the left as much as you can. And settle down into that happy cow. Okay, so again, knees are vertically aligned as much as you can. Your feet are out to the side. Then evenly distribute your weight between each hip bone as much as you can. You want to find that stretch in that left seat. Okay, just hold here. And if you want to, take it to a twist. Right hand to the outside of your left leg and twist. Stretch for that lower back. Good. And hold. Breathe. Excellent. For 3 and 2 and 1. Come on. You're going to scoot to the front of your mat. I'm all over the place here. So here, top of the mat. Bring your hands behind your thighs. Lift up through your chest. Stretch here. And then lower your spine onto the mat. In supine. Feet nice and comfortable. Okay. You're going to bring your legs up in tabletop. Hands behind your head. Okay. So we're going to work on obliques. So you're going to take your right shoulder to the left knee. And back. And here. And back. And back. Left shoulder to the right knee. And back. Okay? Here. Okay, we're crisscrossing here. Okay, we're going to go for a pattern. So I'm going to count you down. When I get to the 1, we're going to hold. Okay, so hopefully it'll become clearer as we go through this. Okay, so going with your crisscrosses, working those obliques. Okay, so here we go. We're going to start with 5. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold. Let's go for 4. 4, 3, 2, and hold. 4, 3, 2, and hold. Let's go for 3. 3, 2, and hold. 3, 2, and hold. 3, 2, and hold. A little more aggressive. 3, 2, and hold. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, and hold. Go. 4, 3, 2, and hold. 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold. Reach. 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold. 6, go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold. 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold. 4, 4, 3, 2, and hold. 3, 3, 2, 1, hold. 2, and hold. Let's go for 6, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold. 7, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold. 4, 3, 2, and hold. 4, 4, 3, 2, and hold. Hold, just hold here. Give my mind a little bit of a break. Hold, squeeze. Reaching that right shoulder to the left knee. Pull, pull, pull. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And switch. Left shoulder to the right knee. Hold, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Reaching a little higher. 1 more set of these. Rotate to the left. Right shoulder to the left knee. Hold, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze a little higher. Get those obliques. Rectus hold. Other side. Left shoulder to the right knee. Squeeze, lift, lift, lift. And release. And we're done. Reach your arms overhead, legs out in front. And stretch out through those abdominals. Breathe. Right fingertips, right toes, reach a little bit more. And left fingertips, left toes, reach a little bit more along the side. And then roll over onto your left side. You want to kick that right leg back behind. Tuck your tailbone under. Keep that right knee low. Okay. So feeling a stretch in that quad, that hip flexor. Good. Nice. And then with the strength in your arms, go ahead and push yourself up. Good. Okay. Here. Onto your seat, hands behind. Just go ahead and take your knees to the right and to the left. So a little massage for that butt cheek. Good. Right and left. And swing your legs over to the other side. And here you can grab onto that left foot or ankle. Tuck that tailbone under, stretching out that quad, hip flexor. Good. Nice. And come on up. come on up to standing. Okay, you're gonna shake it out. You're gonna take that right leg and extend down in front. You wanna stretch out that hamstring and that calf on the right side. So allow that seat to fall back as you place your hands onto that left thigh. You wanna keep your spine in neutral as you do this. You wanna pull your toes toward you. Here. And then come on up. Other side, left leg forward, hands on that right thigh, hinge forward. Pull your left toes toward you. Breathe. Good. And come on up, shake it out. Hey, if you need a wall, we're gonna do some balance work, but also stretch out that quad or that glute, hey? So you take that right leg, place it onto that left thigh, press that right knee away, and settle down. Hey, so if you need a wall, that's fine. Settle, you wanna send that seat back, okay? So feel that stretch in that right seat. If you want to, place your hands into prayer as you hold and hold. And if you want to, ultimately, you can take your arms overhead and fold over and breathe. And then come out of it with control. Here. Shake it out. Okay, let's do the other side. So left foot onto that right thigh. Okay, again, if you need a wall, go for it. Sink down, settling into that stretch, hinge through your upper body. Feel that stretch on the left side. Hands into prayer, or if you want, fold all the way over. Lengthening through that spine, and breathe. And when you're ready, come on up with control. And final shake. Good. Inhale, big breath. Interlace your fingers. Go ahead and tuck that tailbone under. Round to that spine. Wiggle, wiggle. And inhale up. And reach back behind. Go ahead and stretch back. Shoulders down. Lift your arms up. For that stretch across your chest. Good. And right arm across. Pull it in with your left. And shake out the legs. Same time if you need to. Whatever feels tight. Left arm in front. Pull it in. And head to your right shoulder. Press the palm of your left hand out to the side. And a little nod this time. Get any tight areas in your neck to loosen. And other side. Palm of the right hand presses out to the side. And nod. And to the center. Fingertips to the back of your head if you want to. Just lightly pressing. As you hold here, go ahead and separate your feet into that wide squat. And really space your hands on your thighs. Go ahead and drop down. Just like we did at the start. Go ahead and drop that left shoulder. Reach that right shoulder back behind. Squeeze through those glutes. Feel the stretch in your inner thighs. Breathe. And other side, right shoulder down. And back to center. Hobble out. And arch down. And round. And arch down. And lift all the way up to standing. Inhale, big breath. Keep your chest lifted. You're gonna bend through your elbows as you bend your knees and open up through your chest here. Take a couple pulses, opening up through your chest, pinching your shoulder blades. Hands spread out wide for 3 and 2 and 1. Rise all the way up. Arms down. Take your shoulders and circle them around. And reverse the direction of the circles. Take your hands, open, shut, up, 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 up. And down. Relaxing through your fingertips. And up, 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 up. And down, 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 down. Go ahead and shake out your arms. Shake out your legs. Okay. We're going to finish off with our 2 final breaths. Okay. With the first exhalation, all stress and tension, let it just release from your body. As always, really seriously let it go. And only allow for good to re-enter your body. Okay, so here we go. Inhale, big breath. And here we go. Exhale, send it all out. Exhale, shh. Every last bit out of your body. Inhale, big breath. And then place your hands together and slowly lower your hands to heart center, grounding yourself here. Settling down, quietly, peacefully. We say namaste. Yay! Thanks so much for joining me. Like I said before, I really, really appreciate you working out with me. It really means a lot. And I want to thank all my friends, all of you for supporting me. I really, really appreciate you. Have a wonderful week, and we'll tune in again next week. Take care.